Well, the whole thing, it was out of necessity because we were just hungry for God. We were hungry for the Word. And so we decided that we were going to start our own church. So that was when the whole thing would happen with at the Westminster Community Center there on 5th Avenue North. We were able to secure that place, and I led worship. My mother and Hazel preached the message. That was how it all started. We just prayed over those pews and we said, Lord, just bring them in, just bring them in. We want souls, And then it started to grow. And it wasn't long, and before, from 20, we were up to 75, up to maybe closer to 90, which was probably a fire marshal's worst nightmare. It wasn't enough room. There was standing room. We would have the doors open. People would be standing at the entranceway. I mean, it was a big deal when we bought our first building, the old Alpenland building, where the Alpenland building is now. That was our church, our first property that we owned. And that was a miracle, the finances that came in for this thing, and we were excited, and it was just overflowing. But we knew it wasn't long that we knew that we had to start thinking about something bigger. The vision was to reach souls, to deliver the message of hope. I remember when George and Hazel came back, because at that time I was sitting on the board and we had some meetings, and they came back with, there's a property, 40 some odd acres, just on the east side of town that we should be really looking at, And we were thinking, 40 acres, what the heck are we gonna do with 40 acres? It was scary, but at the same time it's exciting, And that's when we started getting into the rug time and really praying about it and praying, asking the Lord for favor and different things, and it was amazing. Everybody did something, whatever they could. It was, I remember when we had our first service in here, people were weeping. People were just weeping to see where we have the humble beginnings, where we started to where we are now. I think about it, I get emotional thinking about it, because it's a miracle. When you see the growth and the expansion that we have gone, it's a real humbling thing, Starting from, we always refer to this as a mothership, and to see how many churches now that have been planted worldwide, it must be close to 3,000. The orphanages, the different missions that we have in place, the Bible colleges, Miracle Channel. The list goes on and on. What we see now with Pastor Kelly and Joy Lynn, the kind of growth that we are seeing, it blows my mind. This is in a far different scale, exponentially, is what was happening back in the beginning. I think the sky's the limit, until the day that we are called home, and there's a lot of work to be done, a lot of people to reach. 40 years, it doesn't seem like 40 years. I can't believe it's 40 years.